Have you ever wondered, why do we fear the passage of time? Why does growing older often feel like a loss, when in reality, it is a treasure trove waiting to be unlocked? Breathe in the stillness around you. Feel it. Feel the quiet whispers of time, ever so gently guiding you through the seasons of your life. Life moves swiftly, yes. But there is wisdom hidden in the silence. In the quiet moments when we listen deeply, reflect honestly, and embrace the journey ahead. Aging, it's often seen as a loss, isn't it? The fading of beauty, the slowing of steps, the passing of vigor. But what if I told you that aging is not about losing? What if it is, in fact, about gaining? About becoming more, not less. About deepening your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Aging is not the end of a road, but the beginning of a deeper path, where the wisdom you have accumulated blossoms into something even more beautiful. Think of a river. Does it resist its path? No. It flows with grace, carving landscapes, shaping valleys, nurturing everything in its wake. Like that river, we too can move with grace, allowing the current of time to shape us, not into something weaker, but into something wiser, something stronger, something infinitely more radiant. But here's the secret: how do we embrace this transformation? How do we age with poise, elegance, and serenity? The answer does not lie in expensive creams, or fleeting trends. No, the secret runs much deeper, rooted in our mindset, our choices, and our ability to find peace within. What if I told you that the teachings of the Buddha, profound, timeless, and ever relevant, hold the key to unlocking the secret? Today, I want to share with you 10 Buddhist-inspired principles. Principles that will help you stay radiant, confident, and deeply fulfilled as you journey through life's later chapters. So, take a deep breath. Pour yourself a warm cup of tea, and let's walk this path together, gently and with intention. If you find meaning in these words, I invite you to stay, reflect, and share your thoughts. Let's begin this sacred journey of wisdom, grace, and transformation. 1. Dress with grace, but for your soul. Imagine the gentle rustle of fabric as it drapes softly over your body. The feeling of its texture against your skin. A fabric not chosen out of a desire to impress, but one that mirrors your essence. In Buddhism, there is a profound understanding that true elegance is not found in the fleeting trends of the world, but in the quiet steadiness that resides within. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, as an old Zen saying goes. And simplicity isn't just about minimalism in appearance. It is about choosing to wear what resonates with your soul, what aligns with your innermost peace. This isn't about fashion for the sake of impressing others. It's about wearing your confidence, your grace, and your wisdom. When you dress with mindfulness, you aren't just donning clothes. You are adorning yourself in your own self-respect and love. When you stand before a mirror, it's not about your age or the passing of time. It's about the tranquility you feel, the groundedness in your body, the softness in your spirit that resonates outwardly. Take a moment to think about the last time you wore something that truly made you feel at ease. How it gave you confidence without a word being spoken. How it made you feel more like you. That feeling comes from dressing for your soul, not for others. Just like the elderly woman Mariko, whose indigo kimono was mended with such care over the years. Clothing is a reflection of our inner world. Her kimono was more than just fabric. It was a constant reminder of the steady, unshakable heart within her. It was a visual manifestation of her commitment to herself, to her journey, and to the peaceful, resolute nature she carried within. So, when you choose your clothes, let them reflect who you are on the inside. Allow them to carry your tranquility, your wisdom, your poise. A flowing dress that feels like the wind. A shawl that envelops you like a warm sunset. Let those pieces serve as more than just coverings. Let them be extensions of your spirit, each one enhancing the aura of serenity you cultivate within yourself. When you dress with authenticity, without the need to impress, you naturally radiate a quiet confidence that needs no external validation. Let your clothes speak softly of your self-respect. Let them mirror the peace you carry in your heart. And in doing so, you will not just wear elegance, you will be elegance. 2. Keep learning, keep growing. A garden grows wild if not tended. Likewise, the mind will grow cluttered with worries, distractions, and stagnant thoughts if left unnourished. Aging, in the Buddhist sense, is not about slowing down or retreating into comfort. It is about continuing to expand. Expanding in thought. Expanding in spirit. Expanding in wisdom. The mind, like a well-tended garden, flourishes when it is nurtured with new ideas, new experiences, and new lessons. There is a beautiful story of a Zen master who, at the age of 90, decided to learn calligraphy. His fingers trembled as he dipped the brush into the ink. And yet he smiled and said, "Because when I turn 100, I want to be great at it." This wasn't just a whimsical statement, it was an expression of profound wisdom. It reminds us that there is no age limit for growth, for learning, or for pursuing our passions. Just imagine waking up each morning with an open heart and mind, eager to explore the world as though it is an uncharted landscape, waiting to reveal its mysteries. There is no expiration date on curiosity. Whether you are learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, diving into a new philosophy, or simply expanding your knowledge in an area that fascinates you, every moment spent learning enriches your life. Every lesson learned adds another layer to your existence, deepening the texture and meaning of your experience. But learning isn't limited to textbooks or lectures. It's in the conversations you have, the stories you hear, the wisdom passed down from elders, and the insights gained from moments of stillness. A curious mind is forever young, forever engaged with the world. So, embrace the endless opportunities for learning. Pick up that book that has always intrigued you. Take that course that challenges you. And allow yourself to see the world through the fresh lens of wonder. Let yourself be a student of life, continuously evolving. Because there is no more radiant, no more elegant a life than one that refuses to stop learning, growing, and evolving. 3. Stand tall, move with purpose. There's a subtle power in the way we carry ourselves. How we walk, how we sit, how we stand. Posture is more than just a physical stance. It is an outward reflection of our inner alignment. Those who walk with purpose, who carry themselves upright and confident, naturally command respect. When you stand tall and move with intention, you send a powerful message to the world. That you are present, that you are here, and that you are fully engaged in the beauty of each moment. The Buddha taught that our posture reflects the state of our mind. When our shoulders are hunched, our body may be telling the world that we are weighed down, anxious, or uncertain. But when we stand tall, with our spine aligned, with our chest open, we communicate a message of confidence, peace, and purpose. Every movement becomes intentional, every step purposeful, every gesture deliberate. Imagine, for a moment, walking through life with an upright posture, as if every step is in sync with the rhythm of the universe. Each movement becomes a meditation, a silent prayer that says, "I am here. I am present. I am grounded." There was once an old monk who never rushed, who never hurried. His movements were slow, deliberate, and full of peace, no matter the chaos around him. One day, a disciple asked him, "Master, why do you never rush?" The monk smiled and replied, "Because where I need to be is exactly where I am." This wisdom is profound. It teaches us that being present in our bodies, being present in our movements, brings us closer to the peace we seek. So, practice mindful movement. Move through your day with grace, knowing that each step you take is an act of self-expression. Let your body align naturally with your spirit. Feel the rhythm of the earth beneath your feet, and allow every step to carry you closer to your true self. When you move with purpose, with calm, with awareness, you invite others to do the same. And in doing so, you become a beacon of peace and presence, radiating confidence and serenity without a single word. 3. Stand tall, move with purpose. There's a subtle power in the way we carry ourselves. How we walk, how we sit, how we stand. Posture is more than just a physical stance. It is an outward reflection of our inner alignment. Those who walk with purpose, who carry themselves upright and confident, naturally command respect. When you stand tall and move with intention, you send a powerful message to the world, that you are present, that you are here, and that you are fully engaged in the beauty of each moment. The Buddha taught that our posture reflects the state of our mind. When our shoulders are hunched, our body may be telling the world that we are weighed down, anxious, or uncertain. But when we stand tall, with our spine aligned, with our chest open, we communicate a message of confidence, peace, and purpose. Every movement becomes intentional, every step purposeful, every gesture deliberate. Imagine, for a moment, walking through life with an upright posture, as if every step is in sync with the rhythm of the universe. Each movement becomes a meditation, a silent prayer that says, I am here, I am present, I am grounded. There was once an old monk, who never rushed, who never hurried. His movements were slow, deliberate, and full of peace, no matter the chaos around him. One day, a disciple asked him, Master, why do you never rush? The monk smiled and replied, Because where I need to be is exactly where I am. This wisdom is profound. It teaches us that being present in our bodies, being present in our movements, brings us closer to the peace we seek. So, practice mindful movement. Move through your day with grace, knowing that each step you take is an act of self-expression. Let your body align naturally with your spirit. Feel the rhythm of the earth beneath your feet, and allow every step to carry you closer to your true self. When you move with purpose, with calm, with awareness, you invite others to do the same. And in doing so, you become a beacon of peace and presence, radiating confidence and serenity without a single word. 4. Embrace your silver crown. In a world where youth is often celebrated, and aging is frequently hidden behind dyes and facades, there exists a profound wisdom in the Buddhist teachings that invites us to embrace our silver strands, not as signs of decline, but as a crown of wisdom. For many, the first sign of aging, the appearance of gray hair, often brings discomfort, a desire to hide it, or to turn back the clock in some way. But in Buddhism, aging is seen as a natural, beautiful progression, one that reflects the journey of life, not its end. The Buddha spoke of 4 signs that changed his life, and one of those was seeing an old man. In that moment, he recognized that aging was not a curse, but an awakening, a recognition that life itself is a precious, fleeting gift, and that each wrinkle, each silver hair, tells the story of our lived experience. The silver crown that we wear, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, is a reflection of everything we have overcome, everything we have learned, and all the wisdom we have gained along the way. It is not something to hide, but to wear with pride. There is a beautiful story of Setsuko, an elderly woman in a small village in Japan, whose silver hair shimmered under the morning sun. She sat outside her home, knitting blankets for the children of the village. One day, a young girl approached her and asked, "Why don't you color your hair like the others?" Setsuko, with a soft chuckle, ran her fingers through her silvery locks and replied, "Because these strands tell my story. Each one carries a memory, a lesson, a piece of life's wisdom. To hide them would be to erase the journey that made me who I am." Her words were simple, yet they spoke volumes about the deep understanding of aging that she had embraced. Each gray strand on her head was not a mark of old age, but a mark of life lived fully, of triumphs, losses, challenges, and growth. Every strand told the story of a life that had been lived with love, with struggle, and with grace. It was not something to be ashamed of, but something to be honored. And so, my dear friends, I invite you to look at your own silver crown with love. Treat your hair not as something that is fading, but as something that is growing stronger with every passing year. Every silver strand is a visible testament to your resilience, your wisdom, and your journey. Do not see it as a sign of aging, but rather as the arrival of wisdom. Your silver hair is not a mark of decline. It is a living testament to a life well lived. Let it shine proudly. Keep it healthy. Nourish it, and wear it with pride. Just as the moon's light grows brighter with age, so too does your own inner light grow. And as you walk through the world with your silver crown, may it shine brightly, reminding you of all that you have learned, all that you have endured, and all that you have to offer. 5. Nourish your body like a sacred temple. In Buddhist teachings, there is a deep respect for the body. The body is not something to be discarded or ignored in the pursuit of enlightenment. Instead, it is seen as a sacred vessel, the only one we are given to carry us through this journey of life. The Buddha taught that to keep the body in good health is a duty. For without a strong body, we cannot keep our minds clear. The mind and body are intertwined, each supporting and enhancing the other. To nourish the body is to honor the spirit, to create the foundation for a life that is lived with purpose and clarity. Eating well, staying hydrated, and caring for your skin is not vanity, it is self-respect. The foods we eat, the way we move, and how we care for our bodies reflect how we feel about ourselves. If we treat our bodies with care and kindness, they will reward us with vitality and strength. If we neglect them, we weaken not only our physical form, but also the clarity of our minds. Nourishment isn't just about survival. It's about honoring the temple that houses our spirit. Think of the simplest act of drinking water. It seems so basic, yet it is a profound act of self-care. Hydration replenishes us, renews our energy, and restores balance to our being. Each sip is not just about quenching thirst. It is about nourishing your soul, replenishing your body, and refreshing your mind. And food is the sacred offering we make to our bodies each day. It is not merely fuel. It is nourishment, healing, and life itself. Fresh fruits, vibrant vegetables, whole grains. They are nature's medicine. Eating mindfully, savoring every bite, is an act of gratitude. It is an acknowledgement of the gift that is your body, and it is a celebration of the life you are living. But nourishment is not just about food and water, it is also about movement. The Buddha spoke of the importance of mindfulness in every action, and that includes how we move our bodies. Whether it's through yoga, tai chi, or simply walking through nature, movement is a form of meditation. It is a way to honor our bodies, to keep our joints flexible, our blood flowing, and our spirits light. When we move with intention, we are expressing gratitude for our bodies. There was once a monk who was asked why he took such meticulous care of his body. especially since he believed in detachment from the physical world. With a knowing smile, he responded, "Because this body is my only vehicle for reaching enlightenment. If I neglect it, how will I complete my journey? Our bodies are sacred temples, and we are the caretakers. Treat it with the love, respect, and kindness it deserves. Nourish it with good food, hydrate it with water, and move it with purpose. As you care for your body, so too will your body care for you, providing the strength, vitality, and clarity needed to live a life of wisdom and grace." 6. Kindness, the true mark of elegance. There is no greater elegance than kindness. In a world that often values appearances, status, and possessions, kindness stands as the truest and most enduring form of beauty. The Dalai Lama once said, "My religion is very simple, my religion is kindness. The power of kindness is beyond measure. It can transform the atmosphere of a room, uplift a weary heart, and create connections that transcend time and space." Kindness is not always loud or dramatic. Often, it is expressed in the quietest moments. Like an elderly woman at a monastery who spent her days wiping down the wooden benches, even though she never sat on them herself. When asked why, she replied, "Because the one who will sit here next may be weary. If I can make their moment more pleasant, then my day is complete." Kindness is in the small, often unnoticed acts. The way we greet someone with a smile, the way we listen attentively, the way we offer our help without expecting anything in return. True elegance is not about polished manners or sophisticated appearances. It is about how we make others feel, how we lift them up, how we show them that they are seen and valued. When you practice kindness, you not only bring light to others, but you also bring light to yourself. A person who is kind radiates warmth, attracts good energy, and becomes a source of peace in a sometimes turbulent world. So be gracious. Offer a smile to a stranger. Lend a hand to someone in need, and extend warmth to everyone you meet. Kindness also begins within. Be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself with the same compassion that you offer others. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. Celebrate your progress, and honor your journey. Because, in the end, kindness is not just about making the world a better place. It's about nurturing the heart that gives it. 7. A healthy life is a happy life. As we grow older, the rhythms of life change, but our need for movement remains as strong as ever. Aging gracefully doesn't mean slowing down. It means finding new ways to move with purpose and intention. Embracing each step, each stretch, and each breath as an offering to our body. Movement is a prayer, a way to express our gratitude for the body that carries us through this life. It's not merely about exercise, but about a deep reverence for the vessel that allows us to experience this world in all its beauty. Consider the simple yet profound act of stretching your arms in the morning. The gentle movement that opens the body, releases tension, and connects you to the present moment. Every time you move your body, whether it's a quiet walk through the park, a flow of yoga, or Tai Chi in the calm of dawn, you are honoring your physical form and awakening your mind. This is a form of self-care, a celebration of life itself. Movement is a powerful practice of appreciation, a reminder that we are still here, still living, still capable of embracing the fullness of life. Take the story of Dr. Li, a retired doctor who spent his mornings practicing Tai Chi in a small park. His movements were slow, deliberate, full of grace. One day, a young jogger, curious about his pace, stopped and asked, "Why do you move so slowly, Dr. Li?" He smiled, his eyes crinkling with the wisdom of a life well lived, and replied, "Because I am savoring every moment. When you rush, you miss life itself. These words, simple as they may seem, hold deep truth. They remind us that in the hurry to get somewhere, we often miss the beauty of the journey itself. The true essence of life is not in the destination, but in the steps we take along the way. Physical health and mental well-being are inseparable. A body in motion fuels a mind at peace. When we neglect our bodies, we neglect our mental clarity, our emotional balance, and our overall sense of joy. Yet, when we move with purpose, when we honor our bodies with movement, we create a positive feedback loop. Our minds become clearer, our hearts lighter, and our spirits brighter. It doesn't matter how slow the movement is. Whether it's a walk in nature, stretching before bed, or even dancing in the kitchen to a song that makes you smile. Every motion is a reminder to be present. The simple act of moving, of stretching your arms wide, of walking with intention, of breathing deeply is a celebration of your existence. It's a celebration of all you've been through, all you've learned, and all the vitality you still carry. So find joy in movement. Let it be a sacred practice. Whether it's practicing Tai Chi in the early morning hours, moving gracefully through a yoga flow, or even feeling the breeze as you walk through a garden. Let every motion you make be an act of gratitude for the body you have. Treat your body like the temple it is, cherishing it not only for the health it provides, but for the life it enables. Every step, every stretch, every breath is a gift. So, embrace movement as a lifelong companion, your body's way of continuing to live fully and embrace the world. 8. Choose your circle wisely. The people you surround yourself with shape not just your experience of life, but the energy you carry within you. We all know that one person whose presence fills a room with warmth, a kind of lightness that lifts the spirits of everyone around them. This is not just because they have a positive outlook, but because their energy is pure, unburdened by negativity. Similarly, there are those whose energy feels heavy, whose presence leaves us feeling drained. The company we keep directly affects our own inner balance, and choosing wisely is a form of self-respect. The Buddha once taught that an insincere friend is more dangerous than a wild beast. This profound statement speaks volumes about the importance of surrounding ourselves with individuals who are genuine, supportive, and uplifting. The people we allow into our lives have the power to either elevate us or bring us down. There's a beautiful story about a wise monk who lived in a remote village. He was known for his peaceful nature. And one day, a young traveler asked him, "Master, how do I know who my true friends are?" The monk smiled and led the traveler to a pond, where he picked up 2 stones, one light and one heavy. He dropped them into the water. The lighter stone floated gracefully, rippling the water, while the heavier stone sank immediately. True friends, the monk said, are like the light stone. They support you, move with you, and never drag you down. But beware of those who pull you under, for they are not friends, but burdens disguised as companions. In life, we must be discerning about who we invite into our inner circle. Seek out those who inspire you, who encourage your growth, who make your heart lighter just by being around them. Surround yourself with those who share your values, who are aligned with your purpose, and who help you become a better version of yourself. In the end, the energy of those around you shapes your own. Like ripples in a pond, the energy of others spreads through your life, affecting your thoughts, your emotions, and your overall well-being. Choose wisely who you share your space with. Cherish the people who uplift you, and let go of those who drain you. True friends are like the light stones, they don't hold you back. They help you rise. 9. Laugh often, laugh freely. Laughter is not just a reaction to something funny. It is a reflection of the joy we carry within us. It is a deep, spontaneous expression of the lightness of being. In our busy lives, we often forget to laugh. We forget to embrace the sheer delight of being alive. We take life too seriously, letting worries and stresses overshadow the simple joys that surround us. But the truth is, a life without laughter is a life without light. There is an old man named Haru, who lived in a small village nestled between rolling hills. He was known for his infectious laughter, which could be heard ringing through the misty mornings like the sound of temple bells. People gathered to hear his stories, not because they were particularly profound, but because they were filled with warmth, humor, and joy. Haru found joy in the smallest things: the flutter of butterflies in the morning, the first bloom of spring, the way the river danced in the sunlight. One day, when asked about the secret to his happiness, he smiled and said, "I laugh not because life is perfect, but because I have learned to embrace its imperfections." Laughter is not about ignoring life's struggles, or pretending everything is always easy. It's about accepting life as it is, with all its imperfections, its messiness, and its beauty. Laughing freely means letting go of the weight of the world, and allowing yourself to experience the present moment with joy, even amidst the challenges. So laugh often, laugh loudly, and laugh freely. Embrace the humor in everyday life. When you laugh, you release tension, you let go of fears, and you open yourself up to the beauty of the present moment. You invite lightness into your heart and share it with the world. Let your laughter be a reminder that life, even in its hardest moments, has the power to bring joy, to heal, and to renew. 10. Never stop evolving. Life is not about reaching a final destination. It's about the continuous process of growth and evolution. Like the lotus that blooms from the mud, we too are constantly emerging, constantly growing toward the light. Every day is a new opportunity to evolve, to refine, and to become the most authentic version of ourselves. There is a beautiful Zen saying: "The lotus blooms in the mud. The mud does not resist the lotus, it nourishes it." Similarly, life does not need to be perfect for us to grow. It is through the challenges, the messiness, and the struggles that we find our deepest strength. Growth happens when we step out of our comfort zones, when we embrace the unknown, when we dare to face the difficulties head on. A monk once told his young disciple, who had been feeling disheartened by the journey to enlightenment, "See that tree? It has stood for over a century. Yet it still grows, reaching ever upward toward the sky. So too must you continue to grow." This is the essence of life: to never stop evolving. There is no final version of you. You are always becoming, always learning, always changing. Each experience, each lesson, each person you meet adds to the unfolding of your story. So, shed the old versions of yourself that no longer serve you. Let go of the past. Allow yourself to evolve. Embrace the unknown. Welcome the challenges. And trust that every experience, even the difficult ones, is shaping you into something greater. As we come to the close of this sacred journey, take a moment to breathe deeply, and let these timeless principles settle into the core of your being. Let them soak into your heart, like the soft rays of the morning sun, that slowly warm the earth, bringing life, peace, and clarity. Aging, as we have discovered together, is not something to resist, but something to embrace with open arms, with deep gratitude, and with the wisdom that time bestows upon us. Aging is not a journey of loss. It is a journey of becoming. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, every softening of the body, is not a sign of decline, it is evidence of a life lived fully, of lessons learned, of love given, and of wisdom gained. Each moment, each breath, each step you take, is a reminder that you are not just growing older, You are growing wiser, stronger, and more beautiful with every passing day. Remember the river. It does not fight the current. It flows gracefully, carving landscapes, shaping valleys, nourishing everything in its wake. Just as the river flows with time, so too can we, allowing the current of life to shape us into something more refined, more radiant, more authentically ourselves. The secret to aging with grace and wisdom lies not in chasing youth, but in deepening our connection with the truth of who we are. So, walk with intention, stand with purpose, laugh with joy, and above all, continue to evolve with an open heart, allowing life to unfold its wonders before you. Let every day be an opportunity for growth, for learning, for deepening your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Life is not a race to the finish line, but a journey to be cherished with each passing step. As you move forward, take these principles with you. They are not just guidelines for aging, they are pathways to living fully, to live with grace, to nurture the body as the sacred vessel it is, to learn and grow with open curiosity, to choose your circle with care, and to be kind. These are not just habits. They are the keys to a life that is radiant, rich, and full of meaning. Let me leave you with this truth. Aging is not a burden, it is a treasure. Each passing year is an opportunity to refine your soul, to deepen your wisdom, to become more you, the truest, most radiant version of yourself. It is a reminder that with each wrinkle and every silver strand, you are becoming more in tune with your purpose, more aligned with your essence, more in love with the life you have created. Thank you for walking with me on this journey. If these words have touched your heart, I invite you to share your own thoughts and reflections in the comments below. How do you embrace the passage of time? How do you live each day with purpose and grace? I would love to hear from you. And if you feel moved by this journey, if you wish to continue exploring the depths of wisdom, living with serenity, and embracing the beauty of aging with grace, I invite you to join me on Whisper of Age. Let's walk together, deeper into the heart of life, one mindful step at a time. May you always walk with grace, love with an open heart, and find peace in every step. Until we meet again.